Hi, Westminster's Library. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Claudia, and this is Beedle.
And Beedle is,
We should explain this, because I know we filmed the video early, but this is actually going to go out first.
Oh, okay, so, this is Beedle. He is
A kitten, and he gets in the way a
he's
lot.
10 weeks old, and hasn't quite figured out no means no yet.
No.
But that's okay.
But he's cute.
He's very
Yeah,
cute.
that's right. Show everyone your butt.
He is named after Beedle the Bard, I assume.
No, actually, he's named after Beedle from Zelda.
Oh.
He's the sales character. He sells stuff. All right. So in this video, you are going to tell me your favorite books of the year.
I am indeed. Oh. Your cat is ridiculous.
Ignore the kitten. It's not
can't.
going to happen.
I can't. Okay.
All right. So what were your favorite books of this year?
Okay, so hello. First of all, I wanted to talk about The Power by Naomi Alderman, which is just amazing. It's this won the Women's Prize for Fiction, Bailey's Women's Prize for Fiction.
I think they named it to just Women's Prize now, haven't they?
Something
like that.
Because it used to be like the Orange Prize, and then it was the Bailey's. It depends on who's sponsoring it.
Yeah.
But anyway. So, yeah, it won that because it's stunning and amazing, and you should definitely read it. And it is the feminist power book of, like, the decade, basically.
Yes.
So,
And
no, Beedle.
It's also the book that actually made us start this YouTube channel.
It is, yes.
Even though we've never mentioned it before.
We were planning on doing a
podcast
about it. We will get around to talking about it eventually.
Yes, because it's one of my favourites.
Yeah. So these are all 5-star rated books for me, because I'm far nicer with my 5 stars than Claudia is.
True.
Right, so that's that. And then the next one was The Hate You Give, which you're going to talk about in your video as well.
Yeah. Another really good one.
Which we've also done
a review of. Yes.
When did that come out? Or
no, not yet.
No, but that's
there will be a review of this book.
But yeah, that is, as John Green says on the cover, stunning.
It really is.
I think.
And I think most of you will probably either have read it or have heard about it, because it's made quite the waves, and not undeservedly.
No, definitely not. Ow! What is your cat's problem? Oh,
He does not have a problem, but he's got tiny little claws.
Tiny?
Razor sharp little claws.
Because I had to carry all these books here, that's one of the last books I bothered to carry over. So the rest, you're going to have to imagine the covers. I'm sorry, this cat really hurts.
Okay, I'll take him off you. I'll take him off you. Can you stop that? Can you stop that? Right. Right.
Then I wanted to talk about Before We Visit the Goddess by Chitra, Banerjee, Divakaruni, I think. Divakaruni, which is it's a novel about 3 generations of women. The grandmother, I guess, lives in India, and she's poor, and she works on getting her education, and then it's about her daughter who goes to America and starts her life there, and her daughter who is also in America. So it's about sort of first generation, second generation immigrant thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't normally like you were saying earlier, I don't normally like generational novels, but this one really resonated with me, I think. Also, sorry if I have to stop and sneeze. I'm really allergic to cats.
Continue.
Okay, so then the next books I wanted to talk about it's a series called The Wrath and the Dawn. So that's the first book, and then The Rose and the Dagger is the second book. These are by Renee, Adieh. And these are sort of a retelling of 1001 Nights, or Arabian Nights. It's a YA book, plus politics, plus magic, is how I describe it.
Yeah, you lent me that over the summer, and I really wasn't a fan of it.
No, I know, but I really enjoyed it. But then, I've already talked about this book before, Bloodline by Claudia Gray, and that's a Star Wars novel, and that's just one of my favourite books this year, because it focused on Leia. That was a really big thing for me. So I've actually asked for more Christmas books, for more Star Wars books, I should say, for Christmas, because of that book.
Do you know if that author's written any more?
Yeah, she's written one more, which I asked for, and I don't know about anything else. My next favourite book I wanted to talk about was The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, which I've also talked about this year. Patrick Rothfuss, The Name of the Wind's the first of a trilogy, but the third one's not out yet. And it's a fantasy book, and it's a very long fantasy... It's fine. It's a very long fantasy book, and it's very enjoyable. So it's worth a read if you like fantasy. I lent it to my brother's girlfriend, and she fell in love with it.
Okay.
It's the first couple of chapters are hard to get into, but once you do, you get sucked in.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of my list of my 5 stars is basically graphic novels.
Okay.
And I didn't bring any of them because I'm not carrying that amount.
Yeah.
But, so the big ones on my list were the Saga series, which there are 7 of.
Mm-hmm.
Which I would describe as Romeo and Juliet in space with less stupidity. So they're very sensible, and I love these because one of the main characters is this awesome woman who is just like kicking off and taking names, basically. She's great, and her husband is also great. He deals with some really interesting, like, sort of moral issues that I find quite intriguing. So, yeah, those are great. And then there are the Wicked and the Divine books, which...
One of them's on my shelf.
I just adore.
Mm-hmm.
I just adore. But I've talked about those before as well, so I won't spend time on those. But, yes. And the other one I rated 5-star was Black Magick, which I've only read the first volume of.
Is that also a graphic novel?
That is also a graphic novel. And it's basically about a witch who's also a detective.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it is really fun. So I want the second volume soon. But those are all my 5-star rated books this year. I also wanted to talk... Ow! What is your problem, cat?
I didn't see him.
Oh my god.
Oh no, did he break your jumper?
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry.
It's fine. I knew what I was getting into.
I'm not sure you did.
I've been with kittens before. They're just nightmares.
Yes.
So the last one, I didn't rate this 5 stars. I rated it 4 stars because some of the stories felt a bit samey to me.
Okay.
But this is a collection of short stories called Difficult Women by Roxanne Gay, and I want to grow up to be Roxanne Gay. That's what I've decided from this, because she's amazing. It is feminist stories, basically just about, as it says, difficult women who don't fit the genre, you know, the stereotype.
So is it fiction or is it non-fiction?
It's all fiction.
Okay. Is that her first fiction?
She's written other things as well. It's set in America, because she's American. And they're all just women who were never womanly enough, you know?
Yeah.
They weren't...
I think we can all sympathise.
Yeah, they're not nice enough. They didn't have, you know, perfect hair and know how to smile properly. I loved it.
Excuse me, you have perfect hair.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Why does he just want to sit on me?
Because you're wearing jeans and...
This was a mistake.
Yeah.
They've all got little claws marks in now.
Sorry.
It's okay. They're my favourite jeans, but it's okay. This is my not 5-star rated, but still one of my favourite books this year. I think.
Yeah.
And those are my favourite books of the year.
That sounds like you had a pretty good reading year.
I believe I did, yes. So if you've read any of the books, or if you're interested in reading any of the ones I've mentioned, drop us a comment, let us know what you think.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much for listening.
And see you when I present my favourites of the year.
Yeah.
Bye.
Excellent. Bye.